All right, let's get ready to really dive deep today into this idea of persistence. Why is it that some people just never give up? What makes them so successful? We're going to crack open a piece called The Power of Persistence. Why giving up isn't an option.
Ooh, I like that title.
Yeah, and so what we can learn from it.
Sounds intriguing.
Yeah, and I think this is going to be a fun one.
I think it's funny because when you think of persistence, you think of like gritting your teeth, just like
Oh yeah, white knuckling it.
yeah, just pushing through. But this source, it actually goes way deeper than that.
Okay.
It really digs into the mindset of persistence
Right.
and like how to view obstacles not as like roadblocks,
Right.
but detours.
Oh, detours, yeah.
Maybe even like with some funny signs along the way.
Ooh, I like that. Like road closed ahead, scenic route this way.
Exactly.
Have you ever, has humor helped you get through something really challenging?
Oh, absolutely. I think, sometimes you just got to laugh at the situation.
Yeah.
It can really help you.
Yeah, to reframe it too, right?
Exactly, yeah. And this source actually argues that humor can be a legit tool for problem solving. It
Yeah.
even mentions this study where they watched a comedy clip before they tried to tackle a puzzle,
Okay.
and those people were more likely to actually find the solution.
Wow.
So apparently laughter like primes your brain for creative thinking.
Interesting. Like it loosens you up a little bit, right?
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
So we're talking about all the positive stuff, but I think we've all hit that wall where giving up just seems easier.
Oh, for sure.
So what does this source say about pushing through those moments?
Well, it really emphasizes this idea of having a clear why.
Okay, your why. Yeah.
Like, why are you even persisting with this specific goal? What's the bigger picture?
Yeah.
And they actually tell this really cool story in here about a marathon runner who was totally exhausted,
Yeah.
ready to quit.
Oh yeah.
But then he remembered, oh, I'm running this to raise money for cancer research.
Oh,
And that was his why.
right.
That was the reason.
Yeah.
And that little reminder gave him the strength to actually finish.
Yeah, to push through. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so powerful. I bet reading stories like that or hearing stories like that, when you're in the middle of something hard, is so motivating.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what? This source is full of them.
Oh, really?
Like tons of stories. For example, it talks about, the inventor
Oh,
who
right.
failed over 1,000 times.
With a light bulb.
Yeah, before he finally perfected the light
Oh, right,
bulb.
right.
Like giving up for him wasn't really an option because it wasn't just about the light bulb itself.
It was about the vision.
It was about his vision
Yeah.
of like a world illuminated.
Yeah, a world lit up, illuminated.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it sounds like it's not just about, that pushing through, but connecting to a larger purpose.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
The source also talks about something else that I found really interesting.
Okay.
It's about like taking a big goal
Yeah,
and breaking it down into smaller,
Yep.
more manageable steps.
right. Smaller bites.
Yeah, because that way you're not overwhelmed.
Right.
And then you actually get these little wins
Okay.
along the way
Yeah,
that keep you motivated.
right.
And they even suggest like celebrating those small victories.
Yes, I love that. That's such good advice.
I know. I thought that was a great takeaway.
Yeah, it's like level up in a video game. It gives you that little dopamine hit to like keep going.
Totally.
But I do want to know, what about when things just go wrong? Like you're trying your best, you're persisting, but things just go sideways.
Yeah, that's where this emphasis on learning from failure comes in.
Okay?
It argues that like setbacks, they're inevitable.
Yeah, that's life, right?
Yeah, but they're also valuable learning opportunities.
Right.
They actually talk about this one entrepreneur who kept a failure journal.
A failure journal.
Yeah, to track his mistakes and like figure out how to avoid making those same mistakes in the future.
That's a really interesting idea. I like that. A failure journal. It kind of takes the sting out of messing up.
Right, and makes it part of the process
Yeah.
rather than like a stop sign.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. And it's great to think about persistence as aiming for these big goals, but this source really talks about applying persistence to like everyday life too.
Yes.
Like learning a new language,
Exactly.
sticking to a workout routine, even finishing that pile of laundry that's been sitting there.
I feel personally attacked. I have that pile.
But it's so true. It's about just consistently showing up.
Yeah, even when it's not glamorous.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm really liking this deep dive. This is really making me think.
Me too. The source is really powerful.
Yeah. And I think one of the most fascinating things is, y- it's making me consider where a little more persistence in my own life could make a difference.
Yeah.
Like, is there something I've been putting off or a goal that I've just kind of let slip away?
Mm-hmm. It really makes you think.
Yeah, it's a good question to ask yourself.
It is. It
So
is.
I don't know about you, but this has been a fantastic reminder that we all have that persistent spirit within us,
I agree.
and maybe with a little
A
humor.
little laughter along the way.
Yeah, yeah, and a lot of heart.
A lot of
We
heart.
can really like achieve amazing things.
Yes. And, I think the way the source put it, it was perfect. Giving up might be an option, but it's never the only one.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I like that.
I like that a lot.
All right. Well, this has been great. Thank you for diving deep with me today.
Well, this was
And
fun.
thanks to everyone out there for listening.
We'll see you next time.
Bye. Te SEO.